And we went out on to go film, and it was part of this documentary for the Secret Machines project, and we wanted to go out and start collecting footage. So we were on our way out to what's known as the NTS, or Nevada Test Site. You are the person who kind of told the entire world about the existence of Area 51. I mean, for anyone listening, if you know the term Area 51, George here is the one that taught you it. But that's not the only base out there. There's a lot of bases out there. There's a few bases, out west of there, and one was called China Lake. And we were trying to get our way out there, but it was too far of a drive at the time, so we decided to pull off the road outside of China Lake, and we were probably 100 miles from any gas station. I mean, we were somewhere on the fringes of Death Valley, but all I know is that we were off-roading for quite a while until we found a valley to camp in. And so I've done it a few other times for fun, and we have to go backwards a little bit. There was an individual that was very prominent in the UFO field for a while, and he was kind of all the rage, and he came up with this whole concept that the UFOs themselves or any advanced civilization was going to speak to or communicate on the level of consciousness, the frequency of consciousness. They're not going to be using AM, FM radios or whatever. So he had this whole concept that if you meditate and you do a certain protocol when you meditate, these things can show up. And I didn't know what to believe at the time, but I did meet a few professors from universities that were working with this guy, and they told me directly, "Oh my God, we've seen landings and stuff." And I was like, "Really? You really?" So we would go out there. I took a couple buddies out there, and we would have fun and not really be sober, but we wanted to try it out either. Nothing ever really happened for us. But on this camping trip, we said, let's do it again, And so you're not doing anything. You're in the middle of the desert. So we tried it. And I remember right before we start this meditative kind of the protocol, it's step by step. You got to do certain things. I remember telling them, okay, I don't think anything's going to happen necessarily. We should try this. But if anything does happen, it's going to happen at 3 in the morning, And the two guys that were with me were like, "Why 3?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's just what time it always happens." If you read about people that have like abductions, or if they have sightings, or anything that's weird at night with this phenomenon, somehow it always happens around that time, or a lot of the time it does. So we go through like a couple hours of this meditation, nothing happens, and then finally we're like, okay, it's time to go to bed, So we all cram into this tent in the middle of nowhere. I mean, we are in the middle of nowhere, and the fire's still going on outside the tent, so it's kind of all illuminated in there. So you get in sleeping bags, like, say a few dumb jokes, and we go to sleep. I wake up and I hear hundreds of people talking around the tent, like so many voices. I can't make out anything. It was a chorus of voices. Then all of a sudden this thought enters my mind instantly. Oh, it's just a bunch of special ops soldiers on some multi-day hike coming through our tent area. Everything's cool. We're good, And I close my eyes, open back up. The fire's out. A couple hours have passed, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" So I woke everybody up first thing in the morning, super early, and I was like, "Oh my God, did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear all those voices?" And one guy was like, "No, not at all. I slept fine." But the other guy was like, "Yes. I heard people talking all around our tent."